crypto market is in red. But while looking at the top 10 cryptos, Cardano and XRP seems to be moving higher. So let's see what really is happening with XRP and Cardano. So here, if you look at XRP, you see something different. And then when you look at Cardano, you see something different. So let's see what really is happening with XRP and compare it with Cardano and understand how the market may react from here for XRP. Now, here in this chart, it's a XRP chart on a daily, and it shows a symmetrical wedge pattern here, as you can see that. Now, it's near a breakout. I agree, we are near a breakout. So that's a good news. It shows the strength of bias in this market, so that you can see the RSI is trending to the upside. You have more on this coming, don't worry. So right now, when you look at this, you need to understand, it's going to break higher, and is it actually going to pass through that $2 mark and create the all-time highs? That's kind of a question there, right? So when I look at this, I'm like, that's a chance, I agree, but the probabilities suggest we may consolidate a little bit more. All right, so as soon as we break out of this pattern, we may not go above that $2 mark or directly pump towards the all-time high. That's what the chart suggests. Now, this is crypto market, anything can happen, but we are trying to be on the side of charts. The charts suggest that it may consolidate 15 to 30 days even after a breakout. Now, that is cool, because it's an understanding for us that it's just 20-30 days more when we are going to pump, and if it happens earlier, we are happy, right? Now, looking at ADA, what can you see? It's something different, right? It consolidated there for some time and then broke above that pattern, came back, retested there, created a reaccumulation for this particular Wyckoff pattern there, and then is moving higher. Now, we've been following that for all time in our Patreon, and we are happy about how things are evolving there. Now, let's actually go through the charts and discuss through these scenarios from different assets, looking at XLM, what's doing, and comparing that with XRP, and looking at the altcoin market, the Bitcoin itself and Bitcoin dominance and how it's playing out. Welcome to the Scientific Investor family, where we discuss crypto and science behind investing regularly. Now, when we are looking at all of this stuff, we also do have to understand things are happening side, right? So on the side, when if you have heard this one, you now know that was great to hear from CNN. Now, when you look at that stuff, it's clearly understandable that it was directly being highlighted, right? In that interview, she was directly stating that there are other green cryptocurrencies like XRP. Literally, Pomp didn't answer, right, to that particular question. When she was highlighting about that, he was just stating about the renewable source of energy, blah, blah, blah. So when we come onto this one, this is one of the reasons why Elon Musk tweeted this one out and all those stuff happened. But what you have to understand is it's not only one particular organization or one particular individual thinking like that. Now, that's not a bad stuff. Now, following this, a change is happening in the central bank environment. So your fiat currency, my fiat currency, they are all going digital. We know that. Now, the question is, when is this going to happen? Because we are all waiting for that day, because we understand that XRP was created, designed, and established as a bridge asset. So when we are looking at this, we do have to understand the adoption rate is increasing. So once it is now accepting the payments in crypto, that's for utility. So even if you're not going out, you're not going to do any of the stuff, you're going to still be at home, use the utilities, and you're still going to pay that. And now crypto is becoming a source of payment for that too. So this is where we need a greener cryptocurrency, if you will, because if you are going to use something like that for a utility like this or a utility like this to bridge between central bank digital currency, you need something really green, and you don't need something which is being mined at the real time so that it's eating all the energy. Because not every nation would be happy to say, we have a lot of energy, it's kind of waste here, you can just utilize it for your purpose. It's going to be really hard in that way. Now, once this is happening from one end, then this is kind of slowly moving on to that one. So one by one, every area is going to say this and slowly say, okay, we are going to take a break from that. Now coming back to this one, so when we just saw this, okay, we agreed we had a previous pattern similar, a symmetrical wedge for which we broke to the upside because the moving average was also acting as a support, RSI was bouncing, MACD was moving in to that positive territory. Right now, look at the MACD. Next time when we move, I definitely believe that the volume and the volatility will be higher. But to get that volume, the number of days taken to attract those new buyers into the market, that's what we are waiting for, right? If it's something similar to last time, we may consolidate 20 days. Now it can be a little less, it can be a little more, but the theme here is understand, just after the breakout, if you are not seeing that long green candle, don't be disheartened, because you look at the charts and you understand that it's a probability here that we may consolidate 20 days more, whereas in this particular one it's showing we just consolidated and we just went higher, right? So there are a lot of coins in this asset class which shows, okay, next 30 days we may slow down, whereas other assets are showing you next 30 days we are going to gain momentum, next 45 days we're going to perform well. And that's why recently in this digest I took a little bit change from usual stuff and moved to this one and gave my followers that. So it's kind of showing you what I think is going to perform well in next 3 months, and most of the others which are not going to perform well, meaning they may consolidate a little bit. It can be 15 days, it can be 20 days, it can be 30 days, and 30 days of consolidation day for XRP doesn't mean a lot for XRP holders, because we've been into this asset from a long time. 30 days is nothing when we are holding this asset from 4 years, from 3 years, from 2 years. So that's what we are looking at. Now at the same time in the market, you do have to understand we drop here like a stone, right? We dropped here previously, then we had a bounce, so that was kind of the consolidation which we were talking about. Then we came back and again consolidated a little bit, then a retest of that bottom and pumped higher. So this cycle we still have these long candles, which is why I'm still thinking, okay, we are somewhere here and we still have this one candle to go on a monthly. Why? Because these candles are completely bearish here, right? What we want in XRP is bullish shaped candles, and here what we are seeing is like bearish candles on BTC dominance. Now that's great for altcoin riders. Why? This particular candle, yeah, now I agree we still have 14 days to go to this candle close, but right now the way it seems is like it's gonna close somewhere similar or just below this one. So if it breaks below that 40, that's cool. If it breaks below that 39, that's huge. But even if it maintains this area and closes somewhere near, that's still great and fine. Why? Because the next candle will still move lower, touch all of these levels, and then come back and close something like this, showing that, yeah, we are entering into a consolidation. We are going to consolidate like this. We may go back and retest this level of around 50 mark and then drop, create a new low somewhere around 28, 25, we don't know. Now we are trending lower, so we can't say that 35 or 32 is going to be the bottom. Because if we were consolidating, I agree, but right now we are trending lower, so that means a lower low or a continuation to the downside is still possible. Now that depends how you look at the market, right? When you zoom out and you look at this, here it's clear that you're breaking below the support, long-term support here. Now the next step which you should be eyeing is this level, which is the long-term bottom for BTC dominance. Now in that case, we are reaching that point. So we may close this month somewhere here, and then with that volatility which the MACD is showing, breaking below that, that's kind of a little bit of sign that we are entering into a territory where we still have downside here. See the 2017 drop here, the first one, that was way lower than where we are. So combining that, if RSI is going to stay here and consolidate for some time, compare this one here. We consolidated there for some time, 2-3 months. During that 2-3 months, what we can anticipate in the MACD is it's going to do something like this. We are seeing this drop, then a slowdown, which is what we are talking about as a consolidation, and then again a bottom boom. So that one can still happen here, and at that time RSI would be still at the bottom end, slowing down, kind of preparing itself to move to the upside for this particular wave of consolidation. Agreed. So now in that one, when we are looking at Bitcoin, what do you see? Yeah, Bitcoin is consolidating right now. It's been like 85 days. It may consolidate for another 10, 15 or 20 days. We don't know. But chances are higher that it may start to slowly bounce, because last time when it consolidated and reached the moving average, it started its wave to the upside. Similarly, here we are at that point. So if we don't break below and close below that 45,000 mark, we may not go down. Instead, we may continue higher towards 75, towards $80,000. Now, yeah, from here, it's not even 100% ROI, even if you're hitting that $80,000 mark, right? So for those who are entering now into this market, or those who are, somewhere just entered and looking at BTC, they should be thinking twice before they enter this market, because you have a ton of assets which are going to perform very well in next 3 months, next 4 months. We are kind of hitting these targets. Say YFI, Yearn Finance, we hit that target level and we are moving to the next one. Then KSM, we hit our target and we are moving to the next one. Now a lot of other assets are doing this. So DOT, we've been following that. Now all of these are assets inside this market where you can make money. Meaning, if one asset is consolidating like this without moving much, you may use the same capital somewhere else to increase the purchasing power. And if you want to buy back the same asset, you can do that. So that's what majority of us are doing with the funds for XRP. We increase our purchasing power using different assets and come back to XRP. If you think the number of units of XRP you hold is less, you can also take that route. It helps a lot, right? Now let's look at this particular trend. The trend line from that bottom of March 2020 is still rising to the upside. Now we moved to the upside. Fine. Here on a 3-day chart, now yeah, I agree. The MACD shows we may cross to the downside, but the RSI shows a double bottom. The price is showing you a symmetrical triangle, and we are testing the upside. That's the resistance. So chances are high the MACD can bounce from here. That's positive, because here we have instant support lying just below if we are to break to the downside. So here, as you see, the moving average on a daily is the support. Now when you come here, this long-term trend line resistance, the rising trend line resistance, should be acting as a support as we break below. So even if we break below, we are going to get that bounce. Now, yeah, even if we break above, we are not directly anticipating it to move towards $3, $4, $5. Yeah, it can move towards $2 again, come back, retest this particular level, and then slowly move back. That itself may take 3 to 4 weeks, we don't know, but we should be mentally prepared so that if it's delaying you, you are not kind of disheartened moving into another asset. If you are not trading, if you're a long-term investor in this asset, you don't actually want to increase your average. Why? Look at this. This is XLM chart. You moved above, you consolidated for a long time there. You can't say that, right? You went there by Feb, then you consolidated there like 3 months, and now you show signs that the RSI is trending upside. You created a double bottom. MACD is showing you around at the bottom. Yeah, I agree, it's going to go high, but after a bit of consolidation. So now when you step back on a weekly chart of XRP, this is what you see. That's kind of a flag pattern after a rally from this 0.1675 mark towards $2 mark. That's not a bad thing. we just made 10x day and we are slowing down like a bull flag. That's fine, because once we do that, we should continue higher. Now, when we continue higher, this is kind of a parabolic move here. So what's the time frame which you are looking at to consolidate there? Say you can come till here, which would be like June. So even if you are coming close to that like this and then bouncing, you would be somewhere like 15 days from now. Now it can be 20 days, it can be 30 days, we don't know, but the probability suggests that it can be towards June, late May or early June we may pump. Now that may usually take us towards $3 or $4 or $5 because it's consolidating, right? This 20 days of consolidation after the break here, we are getting that if it's after 30-40 days. So that one should be considered when you're keeping your eyes on the chart. Now, when you're glued to the screen of charts and then getting confused, take a break. Read books, learn yourselves, be that investor, and then come back with that mindset of an investor and look at the charts. So here in the altcoin market cap, you're seeing like last 9 days, fine, you're slowing down, you're consolidating. So what are you expecting? The RSI is near a breakout point here. So if it breaks higher, that's great, that's positive news. MACD is trending higher, continuing higher, bouncing higher, that's great news. So you need to break through this. If not, last time when you reached this point, you came back to the support. Then you went higher, you came back to this point. Now you're somewhere here, so if it doesn't break through, you're going to come back down here. Now, yeah, that's not huge. That's like 10-20% of a correction. And if you are not getting the exact top here, which is already missed, and then the exact bottom, you're not going to trade that well. But this is to understand that the market can move like that because the Bitcoin is about to move higher. Now, if it breaks to the downside here in the RSI, that's a negative story, meaning the MACD is going down. It's bearish, I agree, and that too on a 3-day chart. Then the RSI, if it's breaking downside, that's going to be painful, meaning it's going to break here and the next support level would be somewhere around 40 and then at the bottom of 30. That's going to be painful, I agree. So keep your eyes on this one if you are someone who's looking at that side in a way that you're looking for Bitcoin dominance to drop way lower, as we just talked here, and then the altcoins to pop, because altcoin may pop there. Now look at this. This is a live chart of XRP, and I'm going to go into a 4-hour chart to give you guys that short-term perspective. Look at that. We went higher. Fine. What happened with the RSI? We topped out. Right now, we are still in the bottom. We are moving higher. But what we have to understand is we need to move higher here. The MACD should be moving higher into this range to give that one. Otherwise, when you are looking at this, you can see this is kind of around the bottom, which you can see, and it kind of fits in. You're trying to connect through these bottoms, touch 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's kind of a rounded bottom there where the price is moving higher. Fine. So that's how you look at the market. Now, once you look at that market, you do have to understand this is a 4-hour chart. Last time when you made this kind of a pattern, what happened in a similar time frame? You ended up here, then you came back, retested, but that resistance pounded on you. You went back. So something similar can again happen here. We are not sure. Now that's why we always try to rely on a longer time frame chart, because the patterns which is shown there seems to be valid a long time, right? It moves accordingly. Now look at this. We still are moving inside this one, showing a doji upside downside. There is no particular team winning, either the buyers or the sellers, but looking at the previous candle, we can say that we didn't go back way down. We didn't come to the 50% of this particular candle erasing the gains. Instead, we stayed here and we are still maintaining that level. That is bullish. Now, if you want to look at the market like this, about different perspective, laying out what you can see, what you want to look at for different assets, if you have 5, 10, 20 different assets in your portfolio, if you need to understand which asset is going to perform well next 10 days, next 20 days, next 30 days, now 10 days is going to be really difficult, but next 1 to 3 months, it would be helpful. And if you are looking at that, you can look at the Patreon. The link is given in the description below for different assets, and then the monthly digest. Now remember, monthly digest is $5 extra. That's an additional service for the members. Now, you don't need to get that if you don't want to. If you have 1 or 2 assets, you don't actually need that. If you are someone with 20, 30, 40 different assets, now you're confused which asset you should consolidate, which asset you should be increasing on, which asset you should be holding on for next 3 months, right? In that case, it would be helpful for you. I hope you got value for your time in this channel, and if you did, please do support the channel. Hit that like and subscribe button. That helps the channel a lot. So guys, I'll meet you on the next video. Bye for now.